Good morning everybody, we're last seen somewhere.
Welcome to our channel and welcome to Taiwan. So today we're taking a little trip to a small island which is right next to Kaohsiung. It's meant to be cool over there, it's full of art installations and seafood restaurants, so we're going to go and take a look.
You get around by renting bikes, but they also rent these really cool looking electric buggies, and I'm really looking forward to going on them.
Yeah, it's going to be cool over
there.
there.
Yeah, it is.
But before we get to where you've got to catch the boat to, there's a place with other art installations called Pier 2, so we're going to head over there first.
So Pier 2 used to be warehouses and they were built in the 70s apparently, back in the days when Taiwan was a bit more industrial, but today it's been reclaimed and used as these art installations everywhere. Some of them are fantastic. This steel crate one is absolutely brilliant. I don't know how they've done it, to be honest with you. It's just held up by three little pillar things and it's really tall and it's really impressive. It's my favourite bit here, I've got to be honest. The art is quite spread out around the Pier 2 area. There's some in the warehouses and there's some dotted along the train line as well. It's so hot today, it's absolutely baking, so I'm making sure I'm staying in the shade. Dwind on the other hand, still walking around in blazing sunshine, so that's up to her. So whilst walking around Pier 2, we've had fantastic views of the 85 Sky Tower. It looks brilliant. It's such a strange shaped building.
Yeah, we actually came across it yesterday when we arrived in Kaohsiung. Didn't go up it because we were just arrived with sort of getting our bearings. So we were going to go up tomorrow, but it's closed by all accounts.
Yeah.
Online we've looked and it's temporarily closed.
Temporarily closed.
Unfortunately not going to be able to go up, which is a shame.
Yeah, and it doesn't say why either.
No.
Yeah, I'm quite gutted actually, because like I said, I love going up buildings like that and getting the views. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they have got a sky deck. I think it's on the 75th floor,
Yeah.
but obviously we're not going to be able to see that.
So to find where the ferry goes to Cijin, it's not particularly that straightforward and that easy to find, to be absolutely honest with you. It's outside the warehouse number 2 and there's a little desk inside by a coffee shop and the ladies there were kind enough to explain it to us, and then we've got a queue outside, but it wasn't very clearly signposted, was it?
We had to ask a lot of people.
We did.
So apparently, whenever we go on holiday, we have to take a ferry. And if you look back at our other videos, you'll see that we've took ferries in most of them.
Yeah, everywhere we go, New York, Thailand, we always seem to end up on a ferry.
Yeah, but this one's a very short ferry trip. I think it takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know it's not very long. I don't know how long it does take.
But yeah, so really looking forward to it. We can see what we think's Cijin Island. So yeah, it is just across the water.
This is going to be a very, very busy little ferry as well, because this seems to be an incredibly popular trip here from Kaohsiung, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we couldn't work out what was taking so long and why we'd stopped, and all of a sudden, Big Jeff the boat appeared. He's huge, isn't it?
That is a big old boat.
That's him blowing his horn now.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't like to try and steer that.
No, neither would I. So we got our electric buggy. It's really good fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. It cost us 500 new Taiwanese dollars, which is about £12 in English, and that's for 2 hours. You can rent for an hour for 300, but apparently the circuit takes 2 hours, so you might as well just rent it for the 500 and not get the fine when you get back. Right, so the first stop on Matthew's magical mystery tour of Cijin Island and his little electric buggy is Cijin Lighthouse, and we've parked up now, and this one's a little bit of a walk. I think there's quite a few steps as well to get up to the top of this one.
So far it's not lots of steps, it's just one really, really, really big steep hill.
It's like climbing a mountain. This is so steep.
But it's got to be up high, otherwise it wouldn't be a very good lighthouse, would it?
No.
So there's a couple of viewpoints on the way up to the lighthouse, and once you get to the top there's a really big one, and it does have amazing views of Kaohsiung. So next stop on Matthew's magical electric buggy mystery tour is the Cijin Tunnel of Stars.
So the Cijin Tunnel of Stars, have I said that? We keep getting the name wrong, don't we? Cijin Tunnel of Stars used to be a military tunnel, and it was used to help fortify the coast here at Cijin, and there's still the barrack at the end, or the gun tower by the looks of it, that they were defending this part of the island with. So we've just stopped here at the famous, what's it called?
Sunset Bar.
Yeah, it's that famous I knew the name. So we're having a beer, and we had a bite to eat as well. It's got lovely views of the beach.
It's a nice atmosphere here, yeah.
We're having a lovely time, aren't we?
Yeah.
An absolutely fantastic
Really
day
good.
again.
But the beach is really different. It's black sand. We've been sat here watching people sort of run around and they're playing like football, and there's some people in the sea. It is a lovely day. So this is our last stop on our mystery buggy tour because we've got to get the buggy back and we run out of time. But we're at the, what's it called?
Rainbow Church.
Rainbow Church, that's right. And it's not actually a church, it's not a religious building, but it's a very colourful art installation.
It was built to celebrate Taiwan's strong LGBTQ community, which is a very cool thing to do.
Really is.
So we've just dropped the electric buggy off. That was a fantastic bit of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
It was so good. What a fun day.
Absolutely brilliant. The electric buggies were right opposite where you get off the ferry. They were really easy to find. The one thing we didn't know until we got here, and luckily I had it with me, was you needed to have a driving licence or some form of ID. Otherwise they weren't going to let you have one. So luckily I had my UK driving licence on me, and they let me take one out. But right next to there, isn't it, is a street food market, and we've just done a little walk through.
Just walk through it, yeah.
And there's, a lot of food going on there as well.
Delicious.
Yeah, it does smell delicious.
A little ways up the street food market, we've just come across this pretty looking little temple.
It's beautiful. It's really nice again. All the temples here in Taiwan are stunning.
Yeah,
they're so intricate.
lovely.
The carvings. Yeah, I've really enjoyed walking around the temples here in Taiwan. They're beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So there's two ferries that run over to Cijin Island. One takes mopeds and the other one just takes foot passengers. We caught the foot passenger one over, so we're not going to catch the one that takes scooters as well, even though it's a lot more frequent, because we don't know what stop it goes to along the river, so we're going to try and get the one back that we're going to. But this one seems to end a lot earlier as well, and we're about to catch the last one, and that's 5:30, so be aware of that one. It's also to the right of the ferry port as well. To the left is the one that takes the scooters and the people over, and the one on the right only does foot passengers. So as you can probably see, it's getting very dark now because the sun's setting here in Cijin, and that has been a brilliant day again here in Taiwan. I've loved every
Yeah, it was really good
single
fun.
minute.
Amazing.
Riding the buggy, and that was just great laugh. Absolute great laugh. The ferries were $1 to use. Great fun, wasn't it again?
Yeah, it was really good.
Relaxing summer. Thank you for watching.
And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a subscribe and a thumbs up.